need the 2-0, and I believe if they lose one game, they are out. If I'm not mistaken about that.
No, that's correct. Yeah.
So
because they will have too many losses to recover from. Simple as that. Like the brackets here, LGD is 3 and 5, it looks like, and Liquid 4 and 4. So if you do drop to that 6th loss, Liquid can no longer get 6 losses, and they would be out.
What do you think about CM? How do you feel about this hero right now?
Pretty negative feelings, I think, overall.
Yeah.
I think the hero in general is very difficult to pull off. It's not that the hero's bad. It's more of like, if you don't win your lane with CM, she's a creep on the map. She doesn't really provide that much utility like a Phoenix, for example, or a Chen who can run around the map and make a lot of things happen. Sure, you're pretty strong in the lane though when you have like a Crystal Nova Frostbite, but if things go wrong or you misplay the lane just a little bit, the rest of the game feels like your impact is so minimal on this hero, and that's kind of why we don't see the hero very much. It's such a high risk, high reward type of hero, and it's really difficult to get the freezing field into the game and actually use that spell. And throughout the game, just Crystal Nova and Frostbite aren't particularly that strong in this patch because there's not really any Ember Spirits or Storm Spirits being picked very much. So I guess versus Earth Spirit, it can be kind of good. The Root is nice, and that's basically what you're playing around, and maybe that's why they picked it as well. But this hero can be absolute fodder for just some charging in Spirit Breaker with an Ion Shell. You're just kind of dead, I think, if you're CM. So that's going to be something in Stadium is going to have to try and overcome this game and just not die. Because if you start the feed train on CM, that train don't stop.
Absolutely. No, and you know, the level 2 that comes out from a Spirit Breaker, Darkseer lane, and level 3 starts to become a real issue for a CM who's super duper squishy. And there is like sort of that weird thing. I think everybody thinks about Spirit Breaker, Darkseer as just like a really dominating combo, but in the laning stage, it's actually not like the strongest one of all time. I think Clockwork's actually one of the best ones because your battery assault's like keeping up with them. For Spirit Breaker, sometimes you can like, you know, try and right click and get a bash, and then suddenly you're not chasing down with Ion Shell anymore. So you don't get like double the damage. You just start sort of getting the damage of keeping an Ion Shell on them or staying up close and getting a right click.
Oh yeah, so definitely.
There could be some weird things going on there where if they don't get a bash, suddenly CM is able to like outpace them, and then, you know, turns around with both the spells, and Luna's there too, and they get destroyed. But we'll see.
They definitely have more potential on Liquid to completely annihilate this lane than the other way around. The only way you really win this lane, if you are the Spirit Breaker Darkseer, is I think the first few waves have to go well, right?
Yeah.
You have to get those levels. Darkseer has to get to level 3. Then if you can manage to do that and keep the first couple of waves manageable without losing too much HP, then all of a sudden CM steps out of position, you get a charge into like a vacuum, she'll chain feed. It can get to a point where CM just can no longer come to the laning stage. So it's going to really be on Liquid to put a lot of pressure on those first couple levels in the laning stage to make sure you don't get to that point where Darkseer has good resources to the point where he can actually turn on you with levels. And it's not really that difficult to do. So especially at this level, you're going to have to find some creative ways, maybe some lane pulling shenanigans, or Spirit Breaker is going to have to like take a lot of damage in this lane and bring some salves to make sure the Darkseer doesn't get owned. Because that's the biggest problem with Darkseer, right? Is if you go on him at level 1 and zone him out, he just doesn't have a recovery plan at that point. He's got to have a couple good first waves and not just like get zoned out with no HP and no mana. And then at that point, you just can't really recover unless you go jungle.
Absolutely. And I think that, you know, you can sort of see at times, you know, feeling that level of security that you have, you know, maybe even with bringing in an extra hero through the gate or something like that. But it's not like they're going to be able to leave the bottom lane alone either, right? Like CK is definitely going to need an A there to help them out. To try and secure themselves some early levels and everything, because you also want to try and shut down Kunkka. You know, Kunkka will, like you said, start really tearing into this Chaos Knight if left to his own devices. not having that same level of sustain they used to have. Bro, I don't know what is going on with Why You Smile's mic, but you need to figure out what's going on there.
Sometimes unlucky, sometimes lucky.
There we go. All right, we're into the one now as the game is back underway. We will hop right into it. They've had plenty of time to think about where they're going to go.
Though it's not really interesting anymore about where people go. I guess in the pre-game.
Ooh.
All right, this is interesting.
Oh, they got him. Fully
He's got Thor at level 1?
Oh my god, Saberlight?
Is it worth it?
If he gets... Oh, okay, gave the first blood to Nisha too.
First blood with so much more to
Well, maybe it's okay if he lanes
lanes
with Boxy. Because you do have Disruption level 1. No, it's fine. Because normally this torrent won't hit in the laning stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
It almost just will never hit unless you just like mind game the person. But with a disruption, they can just go ahead and disrupt into torrent, and that should be able to get them to level 2, no problem. This is what you're going to skill at level 2 anyway, so I think it is totally fine.
Charge in. Torrent at the ready. Thought about throwing it, and
Up the CK.
got him caught and in trouble, and Shiro goes down. Now they find another PYW also in trouble. Oh,
It
God.
was a disaster.
This is not the way LGD wanted this game to start. My
Hold
God.
up, we got another disruption in what, 5 seconds? Are they gonna do it? Nah, it ain't worth it, right? It ain't worth it, right? Or is it worth it? They decided it's worth it.
Torrent's there.
Oh, he missed.
Timed it.
He blocked
but
him,
it's
though.
Still in. Oh, why you smile? Taking a lot of damage, forced to use another tango. Man.
My Kunkka just missed his torrent on a disruption. Not too
Yeah,
happy about
that's-
that.
It's a little report there.
All right, it's Saberlight. He can take the heat.
So
Well, a lot of action. 3-0 now for the side of Liquid. So that's got to be great from him. And the first blood win, of course, to Nisha in the mid lane. That's who you want to get your first. In an ideal situation, right? When you're giving first blood away, you always want your mid lane to have it because they can do more with that early, gold than any other player in the game.
right. No, totally. And he already has a bottle flying out to him right now. He's going to be able to get a refill on the 2-minute mark also. That is super good for them. I've kind of been keeping my eye on this top lane so far and seen Insania spam a lot of mana out onto the Darkseer to try and keep him fairly low HP, and now contesting over as well on these pulls that are coming out. So we'll get level 2, but
Nisha?
like you said, ooh,
He just got solo killed mid lane.
All right, that's on me.
He used his swashbuckle to harass him and I think maybe cancel a bottle charge. And his bottle was literally walking to him in that moment. And Emo just punished him right away. Got level 2, rolled on him, used the kick, and then Nisha ended up going down. So all that advantage just kind of given back.
That's crazy. And now, yeah, bottle up for Earth Spirit. Okay, Emo, still a gamer.
I won't give them
Oh, he's
the
gaming all right,
satisfaction.
that's for sure.
Holy moly. I don't know where to watch anymore. I feel like there's going to be action everywhere then. Wait, down bottom, Saberlight?
He has a salve here. Should be fine. I mean, they could have got that kill if Hero had a point in Reality Rift, but opted for getting a little bit more sustain. It's not even just sustain. Sometimes you get a crit, you just secure a CS too, right?
Yeah.
Which is always nice to do.
Emo still playing very much up in each other's face. Gonna tank a couple of the tower shots there as he eats through that water rune. 3-minute mark coming around. New trying to play with Mickey to secure the Lotus. Did not take the vacuum, and then over on the other side, it's Shiro and Saberlight battling it. So Liquid gonna get both Lotuses.
Yeah, Shiro decides not to use the stun and gives Lotus away here to Saberlight. On a little bit of harass there, but that cold feet just doesn't do nearly enough damage at level 1 to do much of anything to Saberlight there.
Yeah, does not care even a little bit. Level 3 is here. Insania does have the 111 build, though, so kind of hard to make a free charge go. Kind of need to play it a little bit slower, it seems.
I mean, for my own selfish greed of trying to evaluate if CK is actually a good carry, I have a lot of eyes on this lane, but
Okay.
for now, pretty even. But the harass ain't coming out yet.
Nisha got the rune. He tried to kick him away, but it wasn't going to happen. But Emo will get the other one.
Yep, trying to go for punish there. It doesn't necessarily work out, though. Orb of Corrosion online for Nisha, though. That's gotta hurt.
UAW? Get the stun? Not going to do anything. Yeah. Good harassment for Emo. Pretty consistently. Is level 5.5, so it's going to be something to watch for here, too. As he rolls onto him, kicks him back under the tower. That's going to be 3 tower shots as Nisha is forced back and away.
Oh, they canceled the bottle charge, too. That's actually big.
Doesn't want to go for anything more there, but yeah, that is a frustrating one.
He's got 8 sticks on Emo.
PYW comes through.
All right.
Oh, but Saberlight finds the finish with the 2 points in Tidebringer. Nicely done.
And he might even just be able to do a stack here as well with this next Tidebringer.
Jeez.
Potentially, but maybe they're a bit too strong here. I think he has to go back and finish this. Otherwise, they're going to pool and deny a couple of creeps. Those are the best creeps, by the way, for killing melee creeps.
Yeah.
And he'll just get him low.
Up top,
Don't take the
Dark's
farm.
here.
It's fine.
New has to run away to the side. He's too afraid to run backwards.
All right, I've been watching CK. You've been watching Darkseer. What happened?
A little bit. I mean, they left him alone to get solo, but now with multiple people coming in, they're going to try and go onto both of these heroes. So Luna in trouble, is going to die to Emo, and they also pair together for the kill onto CM. I mean, this is really nice. This is a solid move over from the side of LGD.
That was incredibly good, yeah. I mean, Emo's playing insanely well right now. Ooh. He even catches... He's just gonna go back. There's one that he wasn't level 6 quite yet, or he may have potentially forced up Rolling Thunder, but even then, probably not worth it. Rolling Thunder is a 90-second cooldown and magnetized to 100, so I guess
4 stacks, 5 stacks. Got him. Oh, Boxy hit all 5 on to that CK for the finish, and
leave all the bash.
Them up. They try and make it work, and they'll get it. That bash is nuts.
I mean, with the Ion Shell on top of it, like, if he would have got that cleave, there's a chance they could have killed him here with Boxy these poison charges here, as he's still hunting him. And we're starting to see the CK, like, not particularly having sustain for this laning stage, and this is what I was afraid of. And you can't keep yourself high HP anymore with this hero. And your base damage is also not that great for just CSing in general, so a lot of the nerfs, like, really showing here, like, why this hero isn't the same as it was in the last match.
Foxy won't quite catch with the Torrent onto PYW. He's waiting for... Oh, Emo's courier goes down.
Magnetize on top lane and Rolling Thunder.
Trying to kill both. Emo gets the reapplication, and Mickey is going to go down there. So Emo on a killing spree. They pair together to take down that Luna.
And those 2 deaths on Luna are absolutely crucial, because if you look at the CS department, Luna's at 43 and 11, and Darkseer's at 35 and 4. However, you die twice in a row on this Luna, and guess what? This Darkseer is about to eclipse the Luna in net worth now, and that's all thanks to Emo, just completely shutting down this Luna's complete free farm. And now you probably just have to head to the jungle if you are Mickey.
Yeah, no, it's tough. This is not what you want to see if you're a Team Liquid fan. And the other thing that's going on now is Emo securing both of these runes. He's going to get a DD down bottom. Spiritbreaker is free to roam wherever he wants. And Darkseer with Vanguard is like stacking up camps and taking them at the same time. This is going to start to get really scary if they don't put a collapse on this soon.
We'll have to see. Saberlight's level 6 as well. And I think Shiro just leeching that level 6 will help him. Oh, I forgot about that other nerf that happened. So CK on top of the two I've been harping on. Phantasm just costs a bunch more mana now.
Look at this. They're gonna find him. Mickey. They get a ward down. They see him immediately right onto the Luna. This can't happen. Emo gets another kill. Just Hunter in the night.
I am so mad right now if I'm Mickey right now. I hate it so much when the enemy mid laner just like camps me. It's like, what do you do, right? You're like some level 4, level 5 Luna and some level 7 Earth Spirit is just jumping on you in every single corner. This is a great move by Emo, but at the same time, you're kind of like, yo, Nisha, what are you doing on the map, bro? I'm kind of getting owned. And Nisha hasn't really been able to find a whole lot happening on the map. Not able to rotate the Shiro at all or help him.
After that really good start. Now, Why You Smile will get caught with the Torrent and the Shadow Poison. 2 stacks won't get the third off, and that might make the difference. Now, Boxy ran upon by PYW. He backs away. In the meantime, Emo took the top tower. So LGD along top side are absolutely destroying the map. Down bottom, it is going to be Liquid that are in the lead and putting the pressure on themselves as Nisha makes the move over.
I mean, Liquid got mid tower as well, but Shiro got a nice deny, so it didn't go into the pocket of Nisha necessarily. So that's always good news. And Shiro, he decided, and I probably agree with this as well after the stage that he's had in this game, queuing up the Midas.
Yeah, it's time. That's what you need to do. That's how you find your sustain. Just kill all the big creeps with the Midas. But no, it's looking a little bit back and forth with both of the safe laners just having a bit of a rough time. Blade Mail is queued up for the Earth Spirit. We'll see if he gets there or not in time, as Darkseer is just farming along the top side of the map and pulling the creep wave into the other waves while also farming with the Spirit Breaker.
Nisha has a Diffusal Blade, by the way, so this is a really quick timing. Opted to not get boots, so he's got Diffusal Blade and Orbit Corrosion. By far the strongest hero on the map, so what Emo has done is he has made it so Luna's game was completely destroyed. But Luna is a great recovery here, right? But he's just slowed down the timing. But in doing so, they let Nisha kind of have a free game. And Nisha didn't do a lot of movement, really focused a lot on his own farm. So a lot of what they sacrificed for Mickey will have to be replayed through Nisha. And if Nisha can make the space, it's like those deaths would have never happened. And Why You Smile, oh, a little bit of miscommunication, but he's dead.
Yeah, there's no way that gets out of this one. Nisha didn't even have to use the Rolling Thunder, which is nice for him. PYW still playing around Shiro, and it looks like Emo, having taken some of these stacks, needs to back out a little bit. There's more numbers in the area, and yeah, this is good. Steal away the bank from LGD. Even spot this Ancient stack here, and Boxy is going to stick around for a second to try and clear some of these away, but won't get all of them.
Yeah, just a little bit of harass there. As they are setting up a little bit, makes it happen. Uh-oh. It is Illusion Rune.
Darkseer is nearby. Does not have Mechanism yet, but they do find and gonna blow up. That CM just bullied away. They have enough to kill Emo, though, and that's the much bigger kill. This wall not going to be doing enough damage as of yet. Maybe with the Magnetize pairing together with it, it will be enough. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, he's got to get out of here. This X marks the spot, comes back off cooldown in 2-1. Oh, Falcon dodging away from the vision. They're going to find Why You Smile. Not quite, but with Nisha in tow. Eventually, they do break down the AA again.
Did they get a kill?
No. CM.
They got CM. Okay, so at least they got something, but big win for Liquid nonetheless. And I think you look back now and you're like, wow, you shut down the Luna and everything, but never mind. Hold up. No Magnetize though.
Trying to bring in
the charges on a creep.
Also, yeah, they're not there in time. Emo does have another roll, but yeah, this is the weird part. They just don't have enough like burst damage. It feels like they need that charge too.
Yeah, I mean, back to my point though, this Luna died 3 times in a row though, but yeah, as long as you can keep getting farm, I mean, they're relentless. They're gonna keep going up. Ain't gonna work, my friend.
Ice Blast, it's not enough. They don't quite have enough yet. Wait a minute, DOT, can they kill Nisha? Trying to bring him down with Shiro showing up. They do get that kill, but now Shiro's dead also. Why do you go for that fight if you don't bring your Darkseer? He's got mech coming out.
I'm trying to find moments where I think there won't be action, and LGD is just like, we don't care if it's a good fight or not, because to me this makes no sense. This initiation made zero sense to me. Maybe they thought Boxy wasn't there or something, and they're just gonna go, but this is like Emo's killer instinct, right? Almost to a fault on how aggressive he is. And sure, you kill him here, but you lose your carry, you lose your mid, and you lose your Spirit Breaker just for one kill. It ain't worth it yet again for them to go for this. And these are not kills that they're really thinking too much about executing. It really feels like I see hero, I go. And either we get the kill or I die. One of the two things is going to happen.
Yeah. And then queue up the Midas. That's the next step in this.
If it works, I get hard. If it doesn't work, I get Midas. There we go.
Right. Oh, jeez. Well, it's going to be kind of a hangout couple of minutes here for LGD most likely, and Liquid in the meantime feeling very comfortable with themselves, are up 3,000 gold with a Luna that after having that tough time is definitely catching back up, and they're going to have this tri-core incredibly hard to deal with.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I want to make the point more. Every time I talk about it, something happens. Maybe I want this game just slow down a little bit, but point being, Luna, even if you do die a couple times, this is the fastest farming hero in the game, I think. I don't know if anything's faster. If you do max just your W and E, you're going to farm like a beast, and that's exactly what every Luna does. Caught up to the game, no problem, all thanks to just the supports and Nisha, really. Nisha's been making some really good plays on the map, and Nisha is disgustingly farmed on a Pango. And not just like speaking like net worth wise, it's just the impact going to be higher than any other hero in the game at this moment. I think within the next like 2 minutes, he's going to have just Diffusal plus Aghanim's timing. And then how do you take fights into this hero? It's going to be really difficult. He's going to kill all the Darkseer illusions. CK is not going to be able to play the game whatsoever. And yeah, obviously, you're not going to kill him if he gets his Rolling Thunder off with Emo as well, because they're all magic damage.
Pango definitely feels
Why you smile? No!
Oh, yeah, he's gone again. No, they have to, I think, if they want to take any fights, catch this Pango and, like, blow him up before he gets the Rolling Thunder off. Because if Rolling Thunder gets off, like, it's over. There's no way you fight into that. And, I mean, it's much easier said than done. Just, you know, kill the Pango.
You got to find an answer for this, too, if you're LGD, because this might be a best of two, but if they lose one game, they're out.
Yeah. No, there's no other answer. Like, you have to win this game for LGD here. And in the mid lane, Emo is stepping by Nisha. They have eyes on him. He's actually under a ward. Oh, Emo, no, not like this. Oh, God, he wants to roll. Wait, he dodged it, though. Yep. Oh, the invulnerability of Rolling Boulder.
Well timed, well timed. Definitely needed to not make the situation worse, right?
Yes.
So, not really a step in the right direction, but at least not a step back.
Avoiding catastrophe.
Yeah, pretty much.
And more time to get online. Honestly, like, you know, you're queuing up these other team fight items eventually, and you know, Midas is also for PYW. They have the Midas now done on Earth Spirit. Darkseer is getting closer and closer to pipe. Can actually disassemble now if he wants to. The Vanguard to finish that off.
Who's finding who here? That's the real question.
Yeah.
I guess Insania found him because there's no Phantasm online and Nisha's really close by. You know, I was talking about how Armlet doesn't heal you enough anymore, even with the fast-track life steal.
They got him. Roll through. Boxy in trouble. Boxy going to be brought down and killed.
Pretty tanky. The one way to mitigate Armlet doing more damage in your Chaos Struck lifesteal is just to not buy an Armlet, I guess.
Yeah.
This has definitely been an item that I feel like is very staple for CK. Lifestealer, Wraithing, anyone that has a Lifestealer, right? Because it is so much value for the price.
Right.
But he just can't get it because of... this might not work, my friend!
Saberlight stunned, and yep, all his illusions are gone. Oh no. Wait, the rest of the team rolling in though. Possibility, they have the pipe, they have the mech, the turnaround is there.
Okay.
Decent play. Shiro trying to survive. It's not going to be quite enough, but the charge through comes and connects. They don't have the damage, dude. They don't have the damage. X marks the spot, finds the Darkseer, and he comes back into the welcoming hands of Luna, who's going to wallop him. Oh, man.
Not much is going right for the side of LGD in this one. What do they need to do at this point in the game? There has to be a really big vac wall that initiates. I mean, the Shiro just went too early there. Like, he thought he would kill this Kunkka. I'm not sure why he thought he was going to solo kill him when he had like a blade mill pipe and level 14, but he thought there was a chance there.
Oh no.
That was a little mistake.
And PYW, he gets caught now.
Yes.
It's Demonic Purge. Do they have anything to break it? Yes. They have multiple things. I mean, somebody's going to get caught when you push out these lanes, but it just is emblematic of the problems that this LGD roster is facing right now. Nothing feels like it's going good. Every hero is struggling.
I mean, emo feels like the same emo as before, and we're going to re-see this clip here. Like, the vacuum wall doesn't really hit much of anything here, right? Kind of even misses the Kunkka. Already, Shiro, his illusions are dead. You're not going to win a fight like that. And at first don't succeed, just go again, emo. Why stop?
Jeez. Yeah, that's really rough. AA is going to manage to escape, but no, they are just chain feeding at this point. Liquid taking full advantage and just dominating the map here.
It's a hard call to make, I think. It's like when you're getting owned, there's two ways you can look at it. The first one is we just turtle, dodge them for a while, wait for some timings, but knowing that you're playing versus like a Luna and Kunkka, you might not win that exchange of dodging.
Right.
Especially with farming, or it's like they're only going to get stronger from here on out, so we need to fight now. Or this game is going to get even worse, right? And I think that's kind of what LGD is thinking right now. But the problem with that line of thinking is if you fail in doing so, you just expedite the situation to a point where it almost gets unrecoverable.
And that's where that fight mid, I think, really was so clutch and important for it, because like as they're going to find Insania here and find the easy pickoff on the CM, that was the fight that like everybody was so low on Liquid and close to dying, and then you looked up on the top side of the map and it's a Darkseer farming, getting his mech delivered. And it's like, if those two things had just been linked up together, suddenly you're in a much better position.
There's a gate play top here.
They're trying to find Nisha, gonna roll, but realize that it's not working. And now Saberlight shows up, finds Why You Smile. The boat is going to land, connect, and kill.
And that puts Saberlight 400, not 300 gold now, away from an Agadams. On top of the pipe, on top of the blade mill.
Yikes.
Disgustingly farmed. I say that about every single hero on Liquid right now at this point in the game.
Yeah, they're killing it. PYW, he is just caught. Tries to TP away and is not going to escape. Insania picks up that kill. Yeah, they are.
Midway is gonna roach. Cool. I'll take the DD, no problem.
What do you think about this AA item?
The phylactery?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it matters.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
That's fair.
Like, I'm trying to think.
It seems kind of cool, right?
I feel like it's better if you're winning than losing.
Okay.
But I don't know if his item, whatever he buys, really matters. Maybe a Glimmer might be better for the team, but is Glimmer even going to save anyone when you're playing versus a Shadow Demon?
I was
maybe
hoping
not.
that you were going to say that this was going to be the thing that turned it around.
This honestly might be more game-winning than any other item.
Yeah. It's kind of hype. I like
Especially if he gets a Dagon. Well, I mean, honestly, like, you drop the Ice Vortex on top of him, use the Cold Feet, the Phylactery procs, it's actually a lot of damage.
Yeah. Solo kill somebody, man.
I don't think that'll happen, but a man can dream, though.
I'm a dreamer. All right. 24 minutes in, a 10,000 gold lead for Team Liquid. And up top, they find Emo again. Can he time the roll? Nope. He's coming on back. And get one of those a game, I think. Fortunately, will not be a second for poor old Emo.
And the TP mid while rolling, actually. It's going to alley-oop and one. Why not for Nisha?
That's pretty good. Now trying to find another. Shiro's just running away.
Hoping
to get out of there with his hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the vision was of the CK, right? I kind of criticized it a lot in the draft. I think the vision was for the laning stage, but it definitely is not good in the game, right? There's so much AoE that he has to deal with that. Unfortunately, it feels like you're at a point in a CK where you're just kind of a stun at this point. And after they use all their spells, then, and maybe then, you can go in with your Phantasm. But it feels like they need the damage of the Phantasm to even kill a hero at this point. So it's an interesting situation to be in. A lose-lose situation. Where's their damage coming from? Yeah, I mean, Darkseer with Blink. This might be what they need. And if this Blink hits the Luna and they have their own illusion, perhaps this is it.
Oh, Emo caught. Stun. Shiro there. He's going to be coming back in just a moment on Emo, but now the ulti from Boxy looking for that big blink back wall. Where's the combo? The Torrent Storm, it says there. Back wall onto Tor. It's pretty good with the AA blast, but will it be good enough? Look at the Phylactery coming out. Emo is getting the magnetized onto several. Is it enough to kill Nisha? Yes. They bring him down once. Can they do it again? Sorry, the Phylactery wasn't there. That was some fake hype. My bad.
Oh, no.
But it will be here soon.
And that's all that matters. Yeah, I mean, they're holding. I don't think they're going to get high ground anyway at 20 minutes. But they definitely got the Aegis. And they got the Shadow Demon. They did have to force a buyback. That Darkseer wall is amazing, though. It made a, like, hopefully we get to see how many people get hit by this. Was that four heroes into the wall, into the Ice Blast, into the Magnetize? It doesn't really get much better than that, right? So if he can continue to do things like that, it will scale with Luna's power spike as well. So that's always the good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's really going to be up to Liquid. Is are they going to group up as 4 to 5 heroes again and let that happen?
Right. Well, and there's other ways that starts to become even stronger later too, right? Like when AA has his shard, then suddenly you get like the stun on top of all of the rest of that, which also feels really nice. But we'll have to wait and see. For now, it is Liquid feeling confident, just keeping the entire map kind of contained by their rotations. As up top, Shiro will push out the wave again on this CK. He's, after the BKB completed, queuing up the Silver Edge next.
Yeah. I'm just afraid of the damage output, especially without an armlet. He doesn't have enough net worth, right?
Yeah.
To like do a lot of damage, and Silver Edge doesn't do a ton in this game. I mean, Silver Edge is just a good item right now for carries. It's never a bad Silver Edge game. But his damage output is still nothing to write home about. A lot of it, almost all their damage is going to come from the Darkseer wall. And how patient Shiro can be with his ultimate. But I'm afraid if he's super patient, like you have to wait for the boat, the Torrent Storm, you know, the Rolling Thunder, and the Freezing Field. Is the fight already over by that time? You know?
Right.
Like, that's the biggest concern I have.
This could be good right here, though. They're all smoked up and heading over into this area. There is a ward down, which will be taken away, but now rolling through, they find the CK Shiro. Oh, no. That is not actually the way they wanted that to go. And AA is going to die. They get caught right as he blinked in for the back wall. No, no. I don't want to see that happening. Disruption to catch. which means PYW also will be going down here. God, that always hurts so bad.
It's a rough one, that's for sure. And now actually might be the point where you're going to lose a barracks. Because even if you do buy back on Darks here, you used your wall.
Yeah.
That's just on cooldown. That's 70 seconds. That is by far the most important skill in the game for LGD right now. Magnetize might be the second most important, or Ice Blast. One of the two. But without any of them online, they are just going to potentially bleed more kills as they're just keeping it bait. Or at least bait out the BKB from Emo.
And Emo, I mean, can throw a few more reapplications of Magnetize, but he's also in a little bit of a scary spot. Yeah, they just back away.
Oh, they glyph too. Oh no. That means if they do end up dying again at any point in the next few minutes here, glyph is on cooldown for 5 minutes now on the side of LGD.
You know, it started really rough for the old LGD. The 3 deaths to start the game, giving up first blood, and
True.
There were some moments in there, but it just felt like they're playing from such a deficit. And then,
come on, they came back from that. Emo solo killed Nisha. He went top, got 3 kills. They definitely
right.
came back from that.
All right, you're right. You're right. You're right. I guess the mid fight was one of the really big ones, and like the decision to just keep on going, like you were talking about.
Yeah. Definitely in a situation where a lot of things have snowballed in the opposite direction they wanted it to.
Right. Well, 30-12.
And I think their draft had a very specific purpose of hitting certain timings, which they're gone. Honestly, through the mid game, those timings are gone. But I've seen crazy things happen in ultra late game Dota, and I think that's why we see such late games as well, and teams not calling GG, because weird stuff happens, man. When it gets that 37+ minute mark,
oh yeah,
anything could happen. Like RNG with the neutral items, you could all of a sudden get the perfect neutral items while your opponent gets bad ones, or maybe you make a mistake in the rubber band effect. It really hurts you if you go to the high grounds. And then, yeah, level 25 talents shake up the game too. As long as you stay in the game, you always have a chance, just because of how crazy late game Dota can be.
Torrent, or rather, excuse me, Tidal Wave pulls him in, and Emo, another BKB charge down.
Oh, there's that phylactery. Look at it go.
Bang, bang. Well, that one
destroyed that illusion. Not even a chance.
Man, there it is. It's feeling rather rough, and Liquid feeling like they actually might want to go high ground here. This is something you don't often see. Roche is about to respawn, and they're getting ready to make a move to head up here.
Oh, look who they found with no BKB.
Oh, no, Emo, no! He's caught. Now rolling in on the Pango, deciding not to go for that much more. They also find the CK. He is going to get torrented. Back wall onto Chu, charge through, AA Blast, connects. Good damage out there. A disruption save for the moment, but will it be enough to get him out of trouble? PYW's dead. Emo bought back, immediately dies back. And now with wall down and everything else coming their direction, it is going to be Liquid taking all of your buildings. GG is called.